All work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Ayy, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for whatever, I'll be front and center. Don't fly too close to the sun, your body chopped up by propellers. Came in arrogant, but left out in a stretcher. Fuck the comparison, y'all know y'all couldn't replicate it. Chillin' in the desert, I'm good under pressure.
Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground with me to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown on me, wear it proud, show 'em what we bout.
Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
Said this a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground with me to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown on me, wear it proud, fuck what they was talking about. All work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Ayy, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for whatever, I'll be front and center. Quick to sever, however, whoever. Raining from above, we shooting down through your umbrella. Ayy, getting fed up, nothing you could tell us. Snapping every shot I take, just wait till it develops.
Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground with me to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown on me, wear it proud, show 'em what we bout.
Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
Said this a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground with me to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown on me, wear it proud, fuck what they was talking
Stick
about.
around when we hold it down, look at what we found. From the ground with me to the clouds, never coming down. Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
Said this a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground with me to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown on me, wear it proud, fuck what they was talking about.
Young nigga about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Young nigga about that paper. Young nigga about that paper. Young nigga about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Yeah. True man, I'm free, I wake up a new episode. I pop out cleaners, keep me up a level though. She talk to me like I'm not me, I get it though. Yeah. I'm so eclectic, on me to the credits roll. Talk down to me, they might have to send medical. I'm out the league, I'm OD, they pathetic though. Look how I move, I'm protected. Shawty so swoon in my presence. The world going through it outside, they unruly, but I keep it cool, they can't press me. I keep it pure with intention. They see what I'm on, ain't no vixen. I might slide through with that top down. I keep it tuned with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid. I don't see a thing about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Young nigga about that paper. 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 Hop on the jet, had to switch to the coast. One of a kind, I've been playing that role. They pay me to play me, I needed it for. It's real if I said I meant what I spoke. I'm legend, it's written, I shake up the city. Spin block till I'm dizzy, won't ever go broke. I'm chose, I must like do it a top down. I keep in tune with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid. I don't see a thing about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Young nigga about that paper. Young nigga about that paper. Young nigga about that paper. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Big bag, but I fix the sky, no stress. Can't ground me, I know this since when I had less. Look at how far we progress. Fluid, I don't see a threat.
Trap nigga, but AP. I'm
like I'm KD. Mad riches, is you crazy? I bought like MJ in the 80s. Trap nigga bought a AP. I'm dunking on him like I'm KD. Mad riches, is you crazy? I bought like MJ in the 80s. A bag chase, a bag chase, a bag chase, a goat. A bag chase, a bag chase, a bag chase, a goat. Bag chase, a bag chase, a bag chase, a goat. A bag chase, a bag chase, a bag chase, a goat. I've been about my money, now I know hope. I can tax it high, I'll get it to you for the low. But a new Ferrari, I ain't never going back, bro. Gotta stay down even when the motion looking slow. My wrist lit, GIA diamond so cold. My bitch lit, she fine as hell, so cold. Still jet lag, made 7 figures on the road. This bag chasing, that's one thing that I've been a 7-figure nigga, honestly, I can never trust no hoe. We was passing grams like Mountain Johnson, used to get it off on the road. Like AI, I can move the rock, I ain't got the answers for you though. I caught the A train downtown, baby girl said she want more smoke. Then I go back up, no uptown, baby said she want the poke. I'm in Amsterdam, I ain't paying for it, I ain't even think about a hoe. I'm like James Harden, got a couple clippers that will go and get it off the boat. Got 9 switches right now, triple double, baby whipping up a one thing that I know. Get money, yeah. Trap nigga bought AP. I'm fucking on him like I'm KD. Mad riches, is you crazy? I bought like MJ in the 80s. A bag chase, a bag chase, a bag chase, a goat. A bag chase, a bag chase, a bag chase, a goat. Bag chase, a bag chase, a bag chase, a goat. A bag chase, a bag chase, a bag chase, a goat.
Yo, it's Ringo TV. We back again for another one. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Back in the studio. Yeah. So we got a lot of things to talk about. Those of you that have been following the series, you know that we've been covering this case with ASHLEE JENAE. And I want to talk about these 2 women. I want to talk about them because these 2 women made everything worse. And I'm going to explain why. A lot of you that have been tuning in to social media, you've been watching all these videos, everybody been talking about the case. What I notice is that a lot of people have been, I guess, exploiting her death for personal gain. Now, in my last episode, I was talking about this psychic woman, this medium, this witch, to be quite frank. And I noticed that there is another woman named Fumi, and she is also exploiting the death of ASHLEE JENAE. You see, she don't really care about ASHLEE. None of them really do. It's just an opportunity to get paid. That's right. Let me see if I can put something on the screen for you guys so y'all can know exactly what's going on. Again, as you come into the stream, guys, be sure to hit the like button. Likes don't cost you not $1. Right? So now, I'm going to put this on the screen because I want to show you exactly what's going on here. So let me do this. Let me get this on the screen. Okay. Here we go. Now, on the platform by a YouTuber named Fumi, right? I want to show you this image here and break something down for you to understand. because she's spreading lies, and I don't appreciate that. Now, a lot of you that have been following the case with ASHLEE JENAE, some of you came to my platform and you were posting comments about, oh, her mother warned her about Joe. Well, that's not true. That's not true. That information is not even verified. There's no documents, there's no videos, there's nothing on social media that verifies that. This YouTuber woman basically put out a lie that she got from the psychic. Notice her title on her video. It says, ASHLEE JENAE's mother told her that her fiance was not a good man, but ASHLEE refused to listen. That's a lie. That's 100% false information. A lot of you probably follow this woman named Fumi. She's a fraud. I'm just here to clean up the mess, guys. I know it's disappointing. I know that when you follow certain platforms and you believe in certain YouTubers, you kind of believe that they're the real deal. Most of these people are just false, guys. I talk about this all the time on my content. I try to bring awareness to these type of things, and consequently, people don't listen. So I got to take out the trash and kind of clean up the mess. And I don't want people being deceived any longer when it comes to the ASHLEE JENAE case. So I'm cleaning up these YouTube streets of all of these frauds, all of these liars that are manipulating the case, spreading misinformation, disinformation, and just basically trying to profit off of ASHLEE's death. That's all they're trying to do at this point, because this title is 100% misleading. It's a misleading title, guys. Her mother never told her that the man was no good. She never said that. Remember, the mother told us in the interview that she met Joe, that Joe spent time with them for Thanksgiving. So why would the mother make Joe visit for Thanksgiving and have a good time with the family, but then tell ASHLEE on the side, oh, he's not a good man? No. The mother encouraged her relationship. Remember, the mother also married a white man. So the mother is a divester too. She got tired of her black husband and said, you know what? I'm going to go on the other side of the grass. I got to find out if it's greener. And ASHLEE had more love for her stepfather because he treated her mother better than her biological dad. That's a fact. That's why her preference is white men. And we're not here to bash ASHLEE because of her preference in white men. I don't really care what her preference is. At the end of the day, I just want to focus on the case and remove all of this discrepancies, all of the lies, the manipulative tactics, and also content creators that have been profiting off of her death. Because again, this video got over 47,000 views, over 3,000 likes for a lie. I don't know what is wrong with viewers, but if you're going to be a viewer of my platform, I'm going to educate you on the frauds and how to identify when people are lying to you. Look, ladies and gentlemen, when you come to this platform, I'm grateful. What you got to understand is this: you hold all the power when it comes to social media. The content creator is at your mercy. You make or break any creator. It's based on you. You're the algorithm. You know, you hear all this talk on social media about the algorithm, there's the algorithm. No. The algorithm are the people, and the people decide. I want you to decide. When you see lies that are being told, bold-faced lies, you, the people, have to judge. Don't reward creators that lie to you and mislead you. This video title on Fumi video is a lie because she got it from a medium, a psychic, a witch. And once someone does this, they lose credibility. You, the viewer, have to keep tabs on that, because if you're taking in information and the information is coming from a medium, then how are we going to solve the case? How are we going to bring justice to ASHLEE JENAE if we're listening to people that are talking to spirits? Look at a video that I did yesterday about the psychic woman. She was all over the place. She was saying a bunch of stuff that don't make no sense, talking about Mars and Jupiter and all this goofy stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't got time for that. We want to hear real information, and that's my job. My job is to provide you with commentary and criticism that makes sense. And when I see people manipulating information in order to get a YouTube check, I got a problem with that. So we're going to be talking about Fumi and the psychic reader. We're going to be talking about both of these women. Now, what I'm going to share with you is how content creators are basically trying to profit off of ASHLEE's death. Now, first thing first that you all must understand is that YouTube is a business. So content creators get paid. Nobody's on YouTube for free. That being said, what I'm trying to make you understand is the difference between doing YouTube as a career and exploiting someone's death for personal gain. That's what I want to show you. So as you listen to this live, I want you to pay attention to everything that I'm saying. I'm going to show you how Fumi is basically promoting herself, promoting the psychic, all while trying to talk about ASHLEE. And it was all for personal gain. I mean, there's nothing wrong with making money, but at the same time, we're not going to have you manipulate the people, because I don't like wasting your time. I like to provide good content that's educational and got good playback value, where you can watch this on your way to work, when you're cleaning around the house, and everything is good. That's why I focus on my aesthetics of my studio, make sure everything is good, because I want it to be visually pleasing to the viewer. So that being said, guys, as you come in, be sure to hit the like button. We're going to get into this content, break this video down, and hope everybody enjoy themselves. Going to be here for a minute, but nonetheless, we have a lot of things to talk about. So let me set this video up, get the volume right. If you're new to the platform, be sure to subscribe. Let us know that you're new. Let me see. Let me take this off the screen here. Hold on. Wait a minute. Where we at? Okay, here we go. Let me do this. No, I don't want the music on. Let me see. Let me do this. Give me a minute. Okay. Let me take the music off and put this on the screen here. Okay. So the music is supposed to be playing right now, but I'm not trying to play that due to copyright issues. Let me pause here because there's some things I want to show you. Now, let me take the music off so that we can kind of just chit chat. Now, I need for you guys to really pay attention here. A lot of you don't know that on social media, people practice witchcraft. What I'm about to tell you might be a little shocking, but I got to tell you anyway. The internet is dark. There's a lot of people on the internet that they're not good. They're not good people. And through the power of social media, people found a way to put spells on you via content. I've been doing YouTube since 2006. I expose liars, frauds, I talk about crime stories. We're very good at what we do here. And when I look at social media, I realize that a lot of times people that are viewing, you just don't know what's going on. Because you're viewing entertainment, education. You just want to have some free time to burn, something good to look at. And I get it. Have some fun, watch some YouTube. At the same time, when I see witchcraft being practiced, I got to call it out. I'm a video producer, editor. I know what I'm talking about. I can tell when something's fake. I can tell when something's evil. I can tell when something is being deliberate to put people in a spell. I want you to look at this. Now, when we study this video here, right, we know that the body of ASHLEE was returned back to the United States. We're going to talk about that. But we're reviewing Fumi's YouTube video. Now, a lot of you may be followers of her platform. And you probably stopped by over here and you're probably like, what's going on? Wait a minute. Yo, Ringo, I follow her, man. That's my girl. Okay, we're going to find out. Because what I'm going to share with you, you may feel otherwise. Now, let's let the tape play. I want you to see something. Because a lot of you ladies have to be very, very careful of what a witch's coven is and how you're recruited into a witch's coven. What you see on the screen is witchcraft. I'm calling it straight. Fumi is practicing witchcraft through video. This image that you see on the screen of what appears to be a black woman with a fro or whatever the case is a sign of dominance, power, and worship of the feminine, the divine feminine. Those of you that might be believers in God, you're in big trouble because this is idolatry. And what Fumi is trying to do is make you worship her. This is Fumi. And what she want you guys and you ladies to do is worship her. This is her image. And a lot of times, these energy vampires, what they do is they use a point of contact in order to harvest your energy. Just like that psychic woman. What you may not know is that Fumi knows the psychic woman. The rabbit hole goes deep, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at it. This image is an image of worship. Now, what does the Bible say about beauty? It says that beauty is vain. That's right. You know, like if you're a woman, there's nothing wrong with looking good. There's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself. But the Bible refers to beauty is vain. Worshiping yourself, it's vain. In the beginning of Fumi's video, she didn't talk to you about the victim. She didn't talk about Joe. She decided to promote clothing, shirts, products. That's a problem. It took her about 2 to 3 minutes of nothing but promotion. Then she went into promoting the psychic, telling everybody, go over there. Tell everybody over there that Fumi sent you. She said, yeah, I ran into her. And yeah, you know, she gave me a word. She said you have to be open-minded. Bad news, guys. Don't let people open your mind to mediums and witchcraft and sorcery. It's heavy on social media. And a lot of these content creators have been enriching themselves for a long time, getting rich on YouTube through witchcraft. This is how they control their viewers. I like for you guys, you ladies, to make up your own mind. You know, not through no control, not through no manipulation. In other words, if you like my content, hey, consider subscribing. If you don't, hit the like button and find something else to watch. But at the same time, I'm not going to let you be deceived out here. Let's go. Let me see if that music is off, by the way. Let me see. No, I don't want that music to play because, again, it's something about her music. It's something about this intro that I just don't like, and it's just not good, right? Let me just keep the music off and just let it play till the end because it's designed to put you in a trance, and I know how this stuff works. All right, let me see if it's off again. Let's see. Nope, not off yet. Let's go. Oh, boy. So let me see what this is. 100 and something minutes, relationships, woman, issues, consultation. So again, guys, notice the promotion. She's telling you guys that if you need consultations, notice this 120-minute relationship, women's issues consultation. So she's only focused on women, guys. Do you see this? Relationship advice, dating tips, marriage coach. Guys, beware of stuff like this. 60 minutes, women's issues consultation. No. When you see influencers and they just focus on women, that's a witch's coven. Divine feminine worship. You're involved in witchcraft and sorcery. You may not even know it, but you are. Be very careful with this type of stuff. Let's see what else we got. Notice more promotion. More promotion, guys. You see this? Let's see what else we got before we get into the content. I need everybody to pay attention. Put on your thinking caps. Let's see what happens next. Okay, it should be good now to play the audio.
Information. How are you? How are we, baby? Yes. We have new t-shirts, my darlings. We have our Powerpuff Superwoman. It had to be her. It could not be anybody else. As you very well know, she is the first and front and center of every episode, and she represents us.
No, God is supposed to represent you. She's telling you that woman represent you. Guys, that's a lie. Don't let yourself fall victim to this, guys. Please, especially you ladies, man, because you're the target. Now, another thing that you all must understand is this woman is African. She is not a so-called Black American woman. To you sisters, you better pay attention. That woman is not your people. And she's trying to lure you in to the divine feminine worship of feminine goddesses through t-shirts. That's a point of contact. That is how witches and warlocks are able to harvest your energy. When you wear that shirt, you're sending your energy to her. That is how she gets rich. You know, there's a lot of Nigerian movies I like to watch. And it talks about stuff like this. How people harvest energy through point of contacts. Be very careful with what you're watching on social media and the things that people pull you into. Be very careful, guys. Let's go.
She represents all of us. She represents our strength. She represents our fabulosity.
No, she don't. That's the devil. God is representing your strength. God. Not a feminine energy that is on a shirt. No, that does not represent you, ladies. No. Let me see if I can put myself on the screen. I don't know if I got my camera set up on this situation here. I don't know if I do. Probably got to put it. Yeah, I got to get another camera. I don't really care. You could hear me. Let me see. Let's play the tape.
She represents eating our salads and minding our business. And baby, what is delayed is not denied. We have come out with the baby blue, and when you turn around, we have what is delayed is not denied. We did longer sleeves this time around for our girlies. For those of you that are conscious of your upper arms, I got you, mama. We also have what? The crew neck, so that you are comfortable with your limousine girlies and you can go everywhere and anywhere.
Comfortable with your limousine girlies, meaning your breasts. Divine feminine worship. This is all idolatry. Looks harmless. But when you wear that shirt, trust and believe that she prayed to some sort of goddess, some sort of god idol that she worshiped. And that shirt is that point of contact. So if you got that, burn it.
We have no tags. Instead, I made sure that it was a print so that you have no reactions. There you go, my darlings. Are we living and loving? Beautiful cotton. Might I add that...
Again, we're supposed to be talking about ASHLEE JENAE, but she's promoting shirts. We're supposed to be focusing on the case, but she's marketing. These are the type of things, guys, that you have to understand. A lot of these content creators will use this in order to enrich themselves, and they're doing it off of ASHLEE's death. That's what they're doing. She could do that at another time, but no, she'd do that first thing first. In other words, let me get my marketing out the way. Let me promote my shirts, my idols, get all these women to worship me because she's that idol. She's the woman on the shirt, guys. You're the one who's giving her your energy. And this is something a lot of y'all might not even understand because, again, it looks harmless. And some of you, you're not going to listen. You're going to continue to go do the same thing and get bamboozled. I'm trying to help you guys out because I already know what this thing is all about. Social media is filled with witches and warlocks. And what you're going to learn is that she is also into sorcery and witchcraft.
We ship internationally. We have it in our beautiful sky blue for a punch of color for spring. We also have it in cream, my darling.
This is so insulting to the death of ASHLEE because, again, she's supposed to be focusing on ASHLEE, but she's focusing on herself. She's using the opportunity to market clothing to the audience because she know that you folks are coming to the platform because you want to hear about ASHLEE. Remember her video title. Let me see if I could go to it again. Again, under that video, right? Let me do this. Under that video is this title. ASHLEE JENAE's mother told her that her fiance was not a good man, but ASHLEE refused to listen. So when you clicked on her video, you were expecting to watch content that deals with the topic. But instead, what you got was her marketing clothes.
Yes, yes, yes. And sizes small to 4X.
So disgusting. This is so inappropriate to be posting when a woman lost her life and you're promoting clothing. Rather than just getting to the knowledge, getting to the point, talk about the content, you're trying to sell shirts. You could have had those shirts under your video, in your video description. You could have had those shirts in, you know how on YouTube, when you watch a video, under the video, you see like a store and people have merch and stuff. That way you could choose to buy whatever you want to buy on your own leisure. But to be wasting your time posting this garbage, come on, man. That's inappropriate.
I went out yesterday, was it day before yesterday? And when I tell you the amount of compliments that I got.
She's worried about compliments, guys, when ASHLEE lost her life.
I screamed. I was like, is there something that I do not know? And I was so impressed with the amount of guys that said, I need this for my mom, I need this for my wife, I need it for my girlfriend, for my sister, for my cousins.
Notice, she's telling you that guys were saying, I need this for this. Guys are not saying that, guys. To all you ladies, us brothers are not running up to that woman saying, oh, I got to get that shirt for my wife and my mother and my sister. No, we're not. We don't care about none of that stuff. Just being honest. She's lying to you.
And they just kept on asking. I was at the mall, and it was unbelievable. You can tuck her in. It's a long tee, and you will absolutely what? Absolutely love her. Thank you so much.
See, she want you to love the image of the beast. She want you to love the image of the beast. You're supposed to worship God, not man, not woman. She worships the divine feminine, and that's her God.
I hope you enjoy. Yes, darlings, the links are below. Go ahead and get yours. If we sell out, I will order more. All right? Love you, and thank you. Mwah. Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? Oh, my eyes are watering. I'm tired. How are you? We are here with yet another episode about ASHLEE JENAE, and to keep her name alive, to keep the story alive.
To keep the name alive, to keep the story alive. How? So she could get money. Did you get that? She's not here to bring justice. She don't want justice for ASHLEE. She want to keep the story alive so she could continue to make money. Off them shirts, off them videos, clickbaiting you, lying to you. That's what she want. Let's go.
And for ASHLEE JENAE to have justice. Thank you very much for all of the overpouring information, tips that you have been sending me. One stood out to me, and that was none other than Sloan Bella. Sloan Bella is a medium, and she said certain things that really jumped up at me. A lot of you would say, Fumi, what are you...
Notice a bot that's in the live chat says, I'm chucking. This is her business. You're no better than those you criticize. She uses that advertisement all the time. That logo she didn't even create. I won't get into it. She is a creator. Whatever. It's going to always be a bot that follow witches and warlocks that's going to defend these people when they're doing things that are inappropriate. Your shirts have nothing to do with ASHLEE's death. And I'm nothing like her because I'm not here promoting no damn shirts. I'm not doing that. You don't see me promoting shirts. All right? So let's get back to the content. Hit the like button. Haters hate. Do what you do. Let's go.
Talking about a medium, and I can understand if you would feel that way. Before I jump into it, I want to tell you of an experience that I had with the medium.
Uh-oh, an experience that she had with a medium. This is the woman that you ladies are following. A woman that have experiences with mediums, with soothsayers, witches. That's who you subscribe to. And a lot of ladies be wondering why you have no successful relationships, why you have no husband. It's because you're following this. Your energy is being given to her. I promise you, your energy is being given to this woman. I can look at people and know clearly this woman is into witchcraft. I already know that. I've been on YouTube long enough and I can see right through these people. That's why I call them out straight. No sugarcoating, straight up. And a lot of you follow these individuals. And I know it's upsetting. I know it's frustrating because you're like, whoa, wait a minute now. I follow her. Yeah, there's a lot of people that follow her. She got probably almost 1 million subscribers. And what's so sad about this is Jesus Christ says in the last days, many false prophets will arise and deceive many. Let's go back to the content. Hit that like button, guys.
And I'm going to link the episode down for you below.
Notice that video, she want you to go back to it so it can bring it back to life. That video got over 100,000 views. So what she's essentially trying to do is get the video to revive it so that she can monetize off the video again to make back the money that she was making when she originally did that video. And in that video, she was explaining her experience with a psychic medium, soothsayer, that was, I guess, giving her future testimony or future information about her success. You know, this is normally what they do. So now what she's essentially doing is training people to embrace mediums and psychics. That's what she's doing. Let's go.
I did not know she was a medium. I was 29 years old at the time, and I was living in New York. And I was at the time in my life where I wanted to get married, I wanted to settle down, I wanted to have children. And I bumped into her on Madison Avenue. Needless to say, she went on to tell me about a woman.
You know, it's so funny. Somebody in the comments that's salty, I think that's the same bot, says dismissive because you can't retort. You're using her as content. How ironic, LOL. Everything on social media is content. She's using Ashley for content. So what's exactly your point?
What you talking about, Willis?
You're not making any sense. But let's get back to the content. Hit the like button, guys.
That saw things. And I found out later on that she actually works with the FBI, CIA to solve cold cases.
What? So the FBI and CIA is using psychics and mediums? And you wondering why we got so many problems in America? So you mean to tell me the FBI is using psychics in order to solve cases? I tell you, man. So if that's the case, why the last woman that we did our reaction to, how come she didn't solve the case of the death of Ashley? She ain't solved the case. She basically just regurgitated what she heard on social media. And Fumi pretty much is promoting her as a source of somebody you need to watch. And that don't make no sense, guys. Like, you don't want to fall victim to this type of nonsense. Like, for real, for real, for real. So let's get back into the content. Hit the like button. Let's go.
Her name is Eleanor, and I had shared Eleanor with you here on this channel. I ended up having, she was very, very, very specific. You sent pictures of you, most recent pictures of you. And in those days, I'm talking about 90s now, you should send a cassette so that she recorded your conversation and she sent it back to you so that you could have this as a refresher when things would happen. And I will never, ever forget. She told me, Fumi, a lot of people see you. A lot of people will know you.
You see that? A lot of people will know you. Self-worship. The divine feminine. She's not even telling us about Ashley. Again, she started off promoting shirts. Then she went into promoting herself. Now she's telling you about mediums. And now she's telling you that they're saying that everybody's going to know her.
You are in this little box or screen, so to speak, and you are very well known. I interpreted that as a television show. And you have to understand that YouTube did not start until 2005. Again, I was 29. I am talking about 1999. I lived in New York. I had not even gone to Los Angeles. She lived in Los Angeles, and when I eventually moved to Los Angeles, I went to meet her out in Santa Barbara. Eleanor is 96 now, and she has retired, unfortunately. But I'm going to leave the link for you below. She went on to tell me that I would struggle to have my son. She was very specific about so many things that have come to pass. I say all of that to say that I was open-minded when it came to Sloan Bella.
Do you see that? She was open-minded when it came to Sloan Bella. She's promoting the psychic medium, guys. Do you see this? Look on the screen. The very same witch that we reacted to yesterday that was talking about ASHLEE JENAE. this woman is promoting her as a source of information. She's not promoting the Almighty God as the source of information. She's promoting Salone. These people are literally profiting off the death of Ashley in the worst way. Let's go.
So in the evening, I sat back to listen to what she had to say, and it blew my mind. Let us take a listen to what she has to say about ASHLEE JENAE. Follow her, support her, let her know that you're Fumi Nation, and let us keep this story alive, because there is nobody out there for ASHLEE. And when I say that, I am talking about all of the questions that we still are wanting answers, but yet we're able to piece together. So here we have ASHLEE JENAE, High Stakes Poker, Sloan Bella. I'll play about 10 minutes of it, and then you guys can go back and listen to the rest.
Do you see that? She's going to play 10 minutes, and she told you guys you can go see the rest. Now, why would this woman that's wanting you to buy T-shirts with goddesses be trying to lead you to listen to psychic mediums, witches, and warlocks? How is this helping the ASHLEE case? How? To the person that was like, oh, you're using Fumi as content. Well, Fumi is using Salone as content. Do you see that? It's interesting, guys, that when I do my content, people get mad at me. But when everybody else is using other people for content, it's not a problem. I'm the problem. No. We're going to continue to expose and share the truth and bring light to this situation, because I'm trying to get down to the nitty gritty of what happened to ASHLEE JENAE. And we got these kind of individuals that are in the way. And a lot of you viewers, you're tuning into them and they're lying to you. That's what we're trying to get to. Now, again, what did Fumi do? Fumi took the words of the psychic medium and published a video with a very misleading title, Lying, saying ASHLEE JENAE's mother told her that her fiance was not a good man. But Ashley refused to listen. That's a lie. She didn't get that from Ashley's mom. Ashley's mom never said that, guys. Guys, Ashley's mother did not say that. That is a lie. So as a viewer, that should concern you. Don't get mad at me because you follow her and you probably been supporting her for a long time. Once you see someone lie, what else are they lying about? Just like with the case, we see a lot of, misleading information. We see things that's regarding the ASHLEE case that is just not making sense. They keep twisting the story. Well, it's because somebody lied. And when you lie, you got to keep lying over and over. Let's go.
What I get from the perspective around her energetics and his energetics. So immediately, right away, he's looking at his watch. Tick-tock, tick-tock, I'm in a hurry, I'm in a hurry, I'm in a hurry. He's in a hurry, so he proposes. There's a reason for the proposal, and it's not just a proposal. He's in a hurry to do this. And then I immediately flash over to kind of the aspect of Russian friends or frenemies around him, okay? People from Russia. These are people he deals with in a business capacity. And then I'm immediately thrown into the mindset of the dark web. So I know that this man is working in or around or viewing the dark web. This is the first triad of things I get with him. There's something going on over here. And then immediately I zoom back to ASHLEE's energy. And I'm saying it like this because I wrote it down in this way when I was actually asking what happened. So it was written down prior to me doing this reading so I can kind of tell you in the direction that I was getting it. I go immediately to ASHLEE's energy. She knew that going on this trip was a mistake. She felt it and she didn't listen to herself. And there's a lot of sorrow around that. She sits at the feet of her mother and asks her to forgive her and says she's sorry for what she did because I believe her mother told her to get away from this guy. And of course, as parents, we know our children will never listen to us, even if—
Do you see that? The median said that. That didn't come from the mother. The median said she believes that. That's not information that we need to be listening to. That's a lie. We don't need lies when it comes to the case with Ashley. We don't need none of these type of lies. So my question to you guys is, why would Fumi make her title the exact same words of the psychic? Because they're using witchcraft. That is called video sorcery. It's when you post a title, and because she has hundreds of thousands of subscribers, you look at her as an authority, someone you can trust. Well, she's a liar, so you can't trust her. That is a bold-faced lie, guys, because there is no information on social media where the mother said this. We didn't hear this from no interview. I ain't seen not one interview of the mother saying, oh, I told my daughter don't deal with that man. He's no good. I ain't see that. Nobody's seen that. So why is Fumi putting out that information? Because she knew you would click on the video. She knew it was juicy. She knew it was something that would lure you in. That's devilish. That's very misleading to do. And as a viewer, you shouldn't tolerate being lied to. But you guys rewarded her. You gave her over 47,000 views. Her video is probably at 50-something thousand views now. So she's going to get a nice payday off of this video. And this video is extremely misleading. Because the mother should be grieving the loss of her daughter. So do Fumi really care? Of course not. She cares about her money. Guys, I keep telling you, man. And I know a lot of y'all, you get upset all the time. It happens all the time. People watch my videos. Today they're here. Tomorrow they're gone. 1 minute they're a fan of the show. We love you, Ringo. And then a month, 2, 3 later, oh, I don't like you no more. It happens all the time, guys. People get upset when we bring out the truth. I know some of you follow her. I know that. And at the same time, you got to make your choice, guys. I don't know. Maybe you like to be lied to. I don't know. But I'm going to let you know the truth. Let's go.
If they love us and talk to us 24 times a day, they're not going to listen. They're going to do what they do because they feel like they're grown and they know better. And sometimes adult people can't see what's in front of them. But her mother 100% said something to Ashley along the lines of, this guy you need to get away from.
Do you see that? That's a lie. The mother never said that.
She went on the trip and it seemed and redeemed itself. She felt happy. But I'm going to explain something about the manipulation that I got.
And let me also let you guys know, all these videos that you see with Ashley, that's all AI. All of it is AI generated, guys. I know y'all think this stuff is real. It's AI generated. That's the part that is creepy, because it could imply that Ashley been dead already. And they just used her image and her likeness to make these videos to dress it up for her page. Or it could be like a service, you know, like how you have like a paid service at a resort and they do these type of AI videos, because there's other videos on social media that show the same exact place Ashley was at, where other people make these very same videos. These are AI generated videos. You understand? Let's go.
And it was something that came through, and it was a very weird thing, so I'm not sure that I understand it. So it's all moving towards Ashley's birthday, a celebration of her birthday. Okay, she's turning 31. She has new business deals when she arrives home. She's taking the direction of her celebrity in a different way.
If you notice, Fumi is not reacting to the video. She's not sharing no commentary. You see how I have in my video the fair use logo? Because fair use protects you when you use content that is on social media, such as me using Fumi's video clip. All of this is protected under fair use. But at the same time, you're not supposed to just let the video play and play and play. You're supposed to pause the video, share your commentary. That is what makes it transformative. But when you look at Fumi, she's just sitting there milking the system with the median's video in order to get the clicks and the views. Let's go.
Getting ready to really ground down and do some work. She also wants to start a family and have a married life. So it's a different chapter in her life. And suddenly this guy comes through without allowing her to sell her birthday, and by binding and combining the energy, and proposes to her prior to her birthday. So all the focus goes on. You would think it went on to her because she's a social media person, but it goes on to him. He derives and collects energy, okay, harvests energy from everybody looking at them as a couple.
When it comes to the topic of harvest energy, guys, you got to be careful. Number one, you're listening to a psychic. You're listening to a medium, right? A lot of these people are narcissists. When it comes to transfer of energy, the way this thing works in a nutshell, guys, it works like this, right? Because I had these type of things experience. I experienced these type of things where people try to harvest my energy. Let me explain how this works, because maybe you're experiencing it right now and you don't even know that somebody's trying to harvest your energy. Let me explain this to you. Now, in order for somebody to harvest your energy, your likeness, your blessings, your gifts, what people will do is they'll try to connect themselves to you. They'll befriend you. They will come around you, come to your house, learn about you. They got to learn about you. They're going to know certain things about you. They'll watch your life. And then before you know it, they're getting invited to the cookout because of their connection with you. Under normal circumstances, they would never be able to get into these areas or these arenas in life. But because of you, you allow them to get into different places. They're benefiting off your energy. Do you understand that? Some of you have people like that they've been harvesting your energy. And before you know it, you're growing weaker. They're prospering off of your light. You're chosen to do something, but you have these narcissists and these weirdos and perps and NPCs that connect themselves to you. And now all of a sudden, they're growing off of you and you're being weakened. A lot of times people do that, and you got to cut them off. And the minute you cut them off, you cut their supply off. And now they can no longer grow. They were trying to grow from your roots, your energy, your system. That's why you got to watch who are your friends, who you bring to your house, who you bring around your family. You don't want to have all these people around you because a lot of these people are narcissists and demonic. So in the case of ASHLEE had high energy. Now, am I saying that Joe was trying to harvest her energy? We don't have that information. I cannot give you something that I don't have. So I'm not going to waste time with that. All we know is ASHLEE is dead, and we know that Joe is a suspect. But I want you to understand that when it comes to energy harvesting or somebody destiny swapping is when they want to be you. They want to copy you. Have you ever had somebody that you're doing something, they copied everything you did, exact same way? You're looking at them like, bro, why are you dressing like me? Why are you trying to talk like me? Why you bought a car like me? Like, what are you doing? Sometimes your neighbors are doing it. They're trying to mimic everything you do. They're trying to be you. You're the light. You have the it factor. Do you understand me? ASHLEE had something on her that attracted people. ASHLEE didn't have no relationship with her mom and her dad. No, they came out of the woodworks. For all we know, ASHLEE was a blood sacrifice. That's why they went to Africa to do the rituals. That's why she's not here. And that's why you see Joe disappear. All of a sudden, he gone. Nobody ain't hearing from him. But they told you that the body is back in the United States. Well, if the body is back in the United States, what about the autopsy? Y'all believe that that video is real? That's AI, guys. What giraffe and zebras and all these animals are just sitting around? No, it's AI generated. They are lying to us about her death. They want it to look like this fairy tale romance. ASHLEE could be alive somewhere being tortured for all we know. They running tests on her, doing rituals, and she's alive somewhere. Parents think that she's dead. or the parents know, because the parents is going to inherit all her money. Once everything clear up and they go through all the paperwork, see if she had a trust or something like that, then now the parents will be able to just get whatever they need one time. Boom. But you know, a lot of times black folk don't even know what to do. So they got to go through all this paperwork stuff in order to get what Ashley had in that bank account. But they're going to get it. Trust and believe that. And they got $63,000 from the people. Let's go.
He's attaching to her. He's overthrowing her birthday celebration by attaching to her. And I know, as I'm saying this, a lot of you will say, no, wait, I got engaged on my birthday. I don't think your partners are manipulative like this. This guy went to Tanzania with an ulterior motive, okay? And at the same time as I'm saying this and I'm getting this information, I'm seeing two people in the background and they are watching this couple. The reason that they're watching this couple in an opportunistic way, okay? So there's another manipulation coming from outside people. Two male people watching this couple is because this couple is constantly barking at each other and making a spectacle and even getting into a fight reportedly by the hotel people or the restaurant people. Or
she's not giving you no information. The only incident that we know of that is documented is the incident that took place at the hotel that caused them to be separated into different rooms. That's all we know. But the medium, the psychic, the witch, is telling us that they were fighting the whole trip. That's a lie, because Ashley was communicating with her mother, and Ashley made it very clear that they were having a good time. So why is the medium lying?
Or they were staying people, that they had to break this fight up and put them in separate rooms like toddlers. Her career goes back a long time, though, approximately 15 years. She's a print model, a spokesperson. She did all kinds of things. So she had put herself in the business at a very young age and was becoming successful.
That image right there with the tiger, the lions, and you see them in the background, all of that stuff is AI generated, guys. AI generated. I'm telling you, it's not real. It's not real. It was published to look like a fairy tale, like a fantasy, like a love story. It's not real. When Ashley went down to Africa, it was dark. It was crazy. It was scary. And now she's dead. If you look at the imagery of her videos that are on her Instagram, it really looks like paradise. It looked like, man, it's a beautiful place. The animals, it's like the Garden of Eden. But no, Ashley was sacrificed. That's what they're not telling you. Ashley was a blood sacrifice. And her family, in my opinion, they're involved. Because I showed you guys in my videos, the mother, when she was doing an interview, you remember that section where the mother's eyes were looking all confused? She was like, what the heck is going on, guys? They look like somebody's pointing guns to them. They know what they're doing. But when you listen to these mediums and these witches and warlocks, they're not giving you no information. What exactly is Fumi doing? She's listening to a woman that talks to the dead. That's not content, bro. That's not healthy. That's not good. And she's wearing the idol shirt on the video with the divine feminine, which is the point of contact to draw your energy. I keep telling you, video witchcraft is real. Let's go.
A lot of different genres, and most importantly for her, the influencer type of celebrity, which gave her a huge following and people enjoyed watching her lifestyle content. Now, she went on this birthday trip with her boyfriend named Joe McCann, who's approximately 17 years older than her. 40.
Who cares how old he is? We don't care about none of that. That don't even make no sense. Why are we talking about that? Ashley's dead.
8, okay? So he's in that age range somewhere, and the two of them traveled out of the country, and they were on this lovely vacation with these extraordinary animals and surroundings and beautiful things. I mean, just absolutely lovely things. Her birthday was on April 5th, so you know I have to look up her chart. However, I don't have a time of birth, so I have to put a sun on the ascendant to figure it out. Now, she's Aries sun and Mercury in Aries, and this would be placed in her first house with sun on the ascendant.
Notice all of this goofy stuff, sun, house, Mercury, and all this goofy. We don't got time for none of that mess. But notice how Fumi is sitting there like this woman is speaking some real talk, like this is some knowledge. Now, remember in my last live stream, guys, I told you about this image here that you see on the screen. That image up there showing Ashley and Joe. That is the image of a girl taking a picture with her daddy pose. That is not the image of a grown woman with her man. Ashley looked up to Joe as a father figure. That's why she took that picture like that. You understand? And for whatever reason, this is something that a lot of people are just not getting. Ashley was under this type of spell that this man is a father figure and he would never harm her. But yet she ended up dead. You know, it doesn't even make no sense. No sense whatsoever. Somebody named Priceless says it's called a psychic medium, fam. I think that you're slow. All throughout this live stream, I've been saying the same thing. What are you talking about? You must have just walked in. I mean, the nerve of some of these people, guys. Like the person literally telling me what it is, like I just don't know. Let's get back to the content. Hit the like button, guys. Let's go.
She had Saturn in Pisces and Venus in Pisces in a wide conjunction, approximately 8 or 9 degrees. Now, this conjunction in the 12th house.
In the 12th house. Nobody got no time for none of this garbage, fam. We need proof. We don't want to hear about no damn mediums and no psychics and all this goofy stuff. Right? Ashley is dead and Joe is sitting somewhere on a chair relaxing, eating popcorn and you know, eating bonbons and gumbo. That's what he's doing right now. And we got these folks listening to witches and warlocks wearing goofy shirts.
Of the Sun on the Ascendant chart is interesting and piqued my interest right away. Saturn and Venus together dampens your love life, wherever it's placed in the natal chart, because again, we don't know her time of birth. But when I'm reading it from Sun on the Ascendant and I see it placed in the 12th house, past life, prior romantic entanglements that imprison us. Right?
How she don't know Ashley's birth? How? Her information is online if you do a simple search. You know what I'm saying? You do a simple search, you'll find her date of birth and everything. That so-called woman that claims she's a psychic, all of that stuff is bullcrap, fam. It's a joke. These people couldn't even predict their own death. They don't even know the day they're gonna die, guys. Like, for real.
Way. Karmic retribution, karmic responsibility. Now, remember, when people use the word karma, they're like, so-and-so did this, so karma's going to get them. Sometimes people come into our lives and they continue up with the karma.
Why do you think Joe is wearing the dark shades in that image there and Ashley is just without no shades? Because a demon always got to wear the shades to cover their eyes so you don't look into their eyes. They say the eyes is a gateway to the soul. Okay. That's why you see him like that, because his intentions was always wrong from the beginning. You know, he never really loved Ashley. Ashley was a blood sacrifice. You know, I don't understand for the life of me, how is it that a man can be with a woman, she end up dead, but he just walks free? Nobody's saying nothing. Nobody's really holding him to the fire. He just gets to walk and go home and relax and do whatever he want to do. And a woman is dead. Does that make sense, guys? That don't make no sense. In the real world, if you commit, if somebody is dead and you're in their company, they're going to hold you to the fire because you're a suspect. You can't leave the country. That you know, it's going to be a flight risk with you. You just can't go do what you want to do. No. That man supposed to be on the hot seat right now. But for some reason, he's protected because he's white, number one. He got money, number two. And he used Ashley as a blood sacrifice. And I believe the family knows. I know Fumi knows it's a blood sacrifice because she also practiced witchcraft. You know, she's doing it through that shirt and through manipulative tactics on her show. Like I said, guys, Fumi published this video with a very misleading lie by implying that Ashley's mother told Ashley that her fiance was not a good man. That is a lie. Fumi did not hear that from Ashley's mother. That is misleading. So if Fumi is misleading you through her title and she's getting her information from a medium and she agrees with it, then you cannot take Fumi serious, because that means that Fumi is also compromised by greed. She's only thinking about a YouTube check. That's it. Do you understand? Let's go.
They continue the fight because they themselves have karma with the fact that they shouldn't be doing that. But I wanted to pick up on the energy of what actually happened. So
look at that image, guys. This is fake. This is not real. This is AI.
Here I go. I'm going to go into it.
Remember, the father and mother, the family, basically said that Joe asked for their daughter's hand in marriage already. They said yes. So they already knew this already. When they did this AI video, that was to make social media see this so it could be something to celebrate Ashley for her birthday. So it could look nice, like a fairy tale. Every woman want their relationships to look like a fairy tale. And there's nothing wrong with that. The point is she ended up dead. And for some reason, Joe is nowhere to be found. Let's go.
Thing I get from the boyfriend, because I'm trying to see what happened around this. The first thing I get is he lied to Ashley about his age. Whatever age he is, he did not tell her that age. He made it a couple of years younger. He's deceptive from the beginning. The conversation is deceptive. The initial meeting between the two was set up as an introduction of coincidence.
No, all of what she's saying is a lie, guys. Again, Fumi is not talking. If you notice, I'm stopping the video to break it down because I'm catching all these lies. Number one that we got to look at is that she keep talking about Joe's age. Who cares about his age? Right? We have a lot of younger women that date older men. Let's stop all these games. But she's saying that Joe been deceptive from the beginning. What has he been deceptive about? Let's just be honest. What do we have right now that is stone cold facts that Joe was deceptive? And again, I believe that Joe took her out. That's my belief. I believe he took her out. But what facts do we have that he been deceptive with Ashley from the beginning? We don't have nothing. So if we're going to focus on the case, we got to be honest. We cannot just be making stuff up. You know, we just can't just be saying stuff and it has no weight to it. I don't like that. And again, I don't agree with Joe. I believe that Joe's a suspect. I believe that he took Ashley out. I believe that. But the psychic is saying that Joe been deceptive with Ashley from the beginning. Okay, where's the proof of that? Where have he been deceptive? What can substantiate those claims? We don't got nothing. So you got to throw all of that out because it's all a lie.
Meaning he asked somebody to put him in proximity with her in order to introduce them.
Where's the proof of that? Because we can't use that in court. If we're going to put Joe in prison for murder, we need hardcore facts that point him and places him at the murder crime scene. All this mumbo jumbo about two men and who wanted to meet somebody, that has nothing to do with this case. Why we don't see these folks talking about camera surveillance? If this woman is supposed to be some medium psychic with powers and all this other nonsense, which I know she don't have, why she's not talking about cameras at the hotel? Why the family ain't subpoenaing through the courts to get the embassy and everybody involved to get the hotel footage? The hotel footage would tell us everything. It'll shut down all the lies. We'll know who's who right away with that hotel footage. Why the family ain't doing that? Y'all gave the family $63,000. They're living good now. They're paying off their mortgages, their car notes. They're living on Easy Street. Because remember, the family told you guys that they were going to Africa. They never went to Africa. They just took your money because the body is back in the United States. The body is back. So they never went to Africa. Come on now. Where's the footage at the hotel? That's what I want to see. Where's the footage at the hotel? That's what we need to see, gang. If we don't got that, we in trouble because, again, we're dealing with the legalities of this case. We could say Joe did it all we want. Joe did it. Joe did it. Okay, we know that. We believe that. But in order to convict him, in order for this to go to trial, we need proof. That's what we need, guys. Do you understand that? So this type of content is designed to bring awareness to these things because what we need is that hotel footage. We need voice notes, cell phone data. That's what we need in order to bring justice for Ashley. We need tangible evidence, not a bunch of psychic garbage and hearsay and rumors and gossip. All that stuff does nothing for this case. And what a lot of content creators will do, like Fumi and that psychic woman, is keep lying to you every day. And you got to look at that and be like, wait a minute, you right, Ringo. What about the truth? What about the footage? What about the cameras? Why the family is not pushing for this evidence? Why? Because they may be working with Joe.
So there is a targeted focus from his energy to her energy to get to know her. Is this bad? No, I'm assuming the male species is going to go after something that they find visually attractive, physically attractive, all of those things. And that's exactly what happened. But he didn't present himself truthfully to begin with. So at this point in our society in 2026, I think it behooves everybody.
Oh, my bad. I was off. My bad. Oh, my goodness. How long was I off, fam? I'm over there rocking and rolling. I was over there cooking. I'm over there talking to myself the whole damn time, bro. Only about 10 seconds. Okay, so let me see where I was. Okay. So when I clicked it, right, I was saying that the image that you see on the screen, I have to laugh again, guys. That must have been funny on y'all end. Y'all probably was like, what the heck? Is my phone bad? What? But yeah, so what I was saying is the image that's above right there, right? If you look at that image carefully, that image shows that Ashley really loved Joe. There's no doubt about it. Ashley loved Joe. That is a fact, right? At the same time, Joe did not love Ashley. He did not. And if you look at that image, it says that he's sneaky, that he had ulterior motives, that something was going down. And it shows in the photo. They always tell you that if you want to know who's your friends, go back and look at your old photos. Go look at some of your old photos with the people that you call your friends. Look at the way you look, you're all happy, and look at your friends that are next to you. Sometimes you'll see them like this. You'll see it in them. They were never your friends because the image and the camera normally tell you who's who. It tells you. Still images is a moment in time that should tell us about who we're next to. And when you look at Joe, Joe is showing no signs of love. Ashley is the one that had love for him. And that's what's so sad about this, because she put all her trust in him. And again, shout out to the two that basically said that the folks that said they couldn't hear me at first. Appreciate that, because a lot of times people do not let me know. Listen, I had a show one time where I was talking for about 30-something minutes. And my mic is mute and nobody's telling me nothing. I was so upset with that show, fam, because I'm like, you guys are in the live chat. Y'all know y'all can't hear me. And nobody's telling me. That's crazy, fam. You know? But anyway, let's get back to the content. Hit the like button, guys. If you're new to the platform, consider subscribing.
To basically get a private investigator to run the background on somebody so you can find out their financials, their physicals, their if they're married, if they're not married, if they have kids, if they don't, if they owe money, if they don't.
If you got to go do background checks when you meet people, guys, it's better that you be single. We don't got no time for that. You know what I'm saying? I was born in 77. I'm cut from a different cloth. I don't got no time for none of that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got no time for that. You know, if I got to go do all this searching to find out about you, then I shouldn't even be with you, because that means I don't trust you, number one. You don't trust me. And it's just a mess. Back in the day was a great time to date because you could get to know people. Today, people don't even know anybody no more. Nobody don't even want to get to know people no more. They just get with each other, they have sex, and then they break up and move on to the next person. It's crazy.
If they have bankruptcies, if they have criminal cases against them, if they're wife beaters, and this goes for men dating women as well. I think it's imperative, because this guy had such a mask on him. Meaning he didn't present himself. He didn't tell her the truth about his age initially.
She keeps talking about his age like that's such a crime. Women lie about their age all the time. You know? Is that a crime too? Is that a crime? Women lie about their age all the time. Does that mean they're deceptive? Does that mean they're purposely trying to mislead a man? No. Just that some women just don't want a man to know their age. You know, it is what it is. I don't see what the problem is. If you're a woman and you're a certain age, just represent your age. Like, what are you hiding for? You got to die one day. You know what I'm saying? But hey, let's get back to the content. Hit the like button.
Was a liar by concept in order to get what he wanted. So in order to get what he wants, he's got to say this in order to be heard. And then he can work his way in and things can be said correctly and she'll forgive him because she'll already be in love with him. So that is already coming at her from a manipulative pretext, okay? So it's like, I'm manipulating the energy around it. I'm going to lull her into some kind of sleep or some kind of security by explaining why I did that, because she was so beautiful. Now, she was prone to flattery and she did want what she wanted. I get a very sad girl. It's interesting. I get a very sad girl who was so heartbroken over a prior relationship that...
Now, notice what she said. Heartbroken over a prior relationship. There is also rumors that are going around on social media, right? This is what we got to debunk all of this stuff. There are rumors going around on social media alleging that Ashley was once dating a black guy. And I guess they must have broke up, right? And she decided to go get with a white guy in order to make that black guy jealous. This is something else that people are running with right now. And they're all getting it from one particular person. And then they're spreading these things all over the place. That is what that psychic lady is talking about. She's not giving you a reading. She's not giving you nothing from some spirit. She's telling you what she heard in a YouTube video.
She had to save face with this relationship. So she couldn't let anyone know that this was not working out the way that she wanted to. She had to save face. She had to present herself in a particular way.
Guys, lying about your age is not a crime. We're focusing on petty things, guys. That doesn't make any sense. If I ask you ladies, what's your age right now, you're going to lie about your age. Because women lie about their age all the time. Especially when they get older. Y'all be lying. Y'all be like 50 years old. You be talking about, oh yeah, I'm 22. You got gray hair talking about you 22. Stop it. Let's go.
I am getting from the third month of their relationship. So these two meet, and 3 months into the relationship, this guy is nattering at her aggressively, and they're in verbal arguments practically daily all the time.
Do you see that? She said that they're in arguments daily. That's a lie. We don't have no proof of Ashley and Joe being in arguments daily. That needs to be, that won't be, we won't be able to use that in court against Joe. Look, guys, when it comes to these videos with Joe and Ashley case, we need evidence that can tie Joe to the crime scene. That's what these videos are designed, at least mine are, to bring awareness to what's going on, to put the puzzles together. But if Joe is going to spend any years in prison, we need proof that he did what he did to Ashley. So why the family is not working diligently to bring justice in this case? If Ashley is truly their daughter and they got so much love for her, why they not working tirelessly? Why? They supposed to be working day and night to make sure that Ashley get justice. First thing first, hotel footage. That got to be the first thing first, guys. Hotel footage. So they could see. Where's Ashley's cell phone? Why the family is not giving y'all updates? When you go to the family's GoFundMe, there's no updates on the family's GoFundMe. If Ashley's body was returned back to the United States, the family have an obligation to go to GoFundMe and type up an update. Hey guys, my daughter's body is back in the United States, but they're not. You know why? Because they robbed you guys of your money. That money was supposed to be used for them to go to Africa. They never went. So how are we going to bring justice to Ashley? He's busy on his social medias talking about his baby is back. Bro, she's dead. She's dead. And I don't see the family fighting for justice for Ashley. That's a red flag. That was my daughter. I'm coming for Joe. I'm coming straight for Joe. Joe, I'm coming for you. Best believe that I'm going to find you. Why the family don't know where Joe live? If Joe was engaged to their daughter and Joe knew where the family lived, Joe knew where Ashley lived, how come nobody knows where Joe lived? So you mean to tell me a man is engaged to your daughter and you don't even know where she lived? You don't know where the guy lived? To go to his house? The family should be able to go straight to Joe's house and be like, bro, why are you ducking and hiding us for? What happened to my daughter, bro? You got to give me some answers, fam. You got to tell me what y'all was arguing about. All of these things need to be answered. This is supposed to be, listen, this is a messy story, guys. That's why when we do these videos, we ask the right questions, because I want you, the people, to not be bamboozled by a bunch of garbage content that's on YouTube, TikTok, and elsewhere, just giving you a bunch of fluff and a bunch of garbage. I want you guys to really use your brain. Why Joe haven't reached out to the parents and said, look, I'm scared. That's why I didn't reach out to you guys. I'm watching social media. Everybody's saying I did it. I know that y'all trust me with y'all daughter, but I just don't know what to say. We had a really rough argument. You know what I'm saying? It got kind of physical. I ain't gonna lie. And I just don't know. There needs to be evidence. We need information. And we need people that are in high places that are able to get Joe to talk. A woman was murdered and everybody's just collecting GoFundMe money. And nobody is using the money to do a real investigation. We need a real investigation. We need proof. Cameras, voice notes, cell phone data, text messages, emails. We need to find out all correspondence from Ashley and Joe on their cell phones. We need those cell phones confiscated. Joe's cell phone, right? We need anybody that may have been speaking to Joe via his cell phone. We need them to be brought in for questioning. We need to know exactly what was going down. We need everything. And in order for this to get done, the family got to be out there putting in work. Private investigators, this, that, all this stuff got to be done, bro. That's why I was disappointed in the Stephen Twitch Boss case, because Allison Hawker, she appeared to be the woman that took out her own husband. Because when she wrote that book, she basically calls Twitch a PDF file, claiming that, yeah, you know, he was looking at his kids. And I'm like, what? Why would you say that about your husband? And he dead. You know? When Shanquella Robinson's situation came out, look how her family did her. Look at what her friends did. They went out there, she ended up dead. All her friends came back home and act like they don't know what's going on. That's how cold people are, fam. That's why you got to watch who you call friends.
I want the young Fumi Nation girls that are listening to this to operate on the heels of sincerity and honesty when it comes to their own relationships.
Do you see what she's doing? She's not talking about the content. She's not getting down to the meat and potatoes in regards to the case. She's trying to act as if though she's your mother, talking to the young women, as if though she's your mother, as if though you need to look up to her. This is crazy, man. She want to control you women, bro. She want to control y'all, as if though all of us men out here are animals and we're out here just unaliving women. No, that's not the case. Joe is a suspect, and the pressure is supposed to be on him. He know what went down. He was in the room arguing with her. They were separated. So what was the questioning? They told us, look, guys, let's get back to the facts. They told us that they took Joe's passport and that he was being questioned, right? Okay. What was he being questioned about? And where is the transcript? Where's the information? Do the family got access to that? Do the family know what they were questioning Joe with? And if they were questioning Joe, why the family don't get to question Joe? Why Joe haven't reached out to the family so the family could question him, cross-examine him? Like, look, I don't know how could dudes be out here dating women and the family don't even know where these dudes live. How they don't know? Y'all supposed to be by Joe's house.
Because I will also firsthand say, when I was in my 20s and my early 30s, it's exactly what I did. I knew that the relationship was not what I wanted, or I didn't like in the direction that it was going.
She's basically saying that all you younger women that are in your 20s and 30s, that you're all on the wrong path and you need to listen to her because she been down the rabbit hole just like you. Don't listen to her. She's manipulating you. She wants you to believe that she's an authority and she could give you all the answers you need to guide your life. Don't fall victim to these lies.
Instead of me to break it up, I would excuse the bad behavior.
Basically, what she's implying is that Ashley would excuse Joe's bad behavior. Again, in order for us to tie Joe to this situation, we need facts. We need real key information. We can speculate on the case. We can assume, we can, kind of formulate what we believe. But in court, we need facts. Always remember that. Joe ain't going to no prison cell if there are no facts that can put him away or put him at the crime scene or have evidence, fingerprints, hair follicles, marks, nail blood or whatever on his is in his nails or something. We need info that can be used against him, you know, because he's in hiding right now and he's probably already seeking legal counsel right now. And they're telling him what to do. They're telling him lay low and don't say a word because social media will hunt you down. Trust and believe that. They're telling Joe right now, listen, Joe is already receiving legal counsel right now. And they're telling him, everybody on social media is talking about you. Don't even show face on social media because if you do, they're going to cook you. They're telling him right now. They're telling him about me. His attorneys is telling him, Ringo TV is on to you. Don't post nothing. The minute you do, there's going to be 85 videos made about you. And now everybody's going to be getting all these clips. Joe is guilty, but there needs to be evidence, concrete evidence. And in order for that to happen, the family have to apply pressure. I could talk the talk, but I'm not the family, guys. If that was my daughter, I'll be looking for Joe. Forget the system. I'm coming for Joe. Real talk. I ain't going to rest, bro. I'm hunting you down. Best believe that. That's my daughter. She ended up dead, coming back in a body bag, and you know where to be found to talk to me. I'm looking for you, dog. I'm coming for you. We ain't waiting for no court. We ain't waiting for nothing. My baby is dead, and you out there playing this game. I'm calling your phone because here's the thing, fam. The family's supposed to have Joe's number, right? So is the father calling Joe? Is the mother calling Joe's phone? What's going on? So nobody's calling Joe. So Joe is ignoring phone calls from the family of the daughter that he proposed to. Man, I tell you, man, it's starting to look like the family's involved with Joe. Like they all orchestrated this to take out their own daughter, man. Because I don't understand what's the holdup.
I would excuse the bad behavior away. I said, well, you know, this, that. No. Because what she's saying is exactly what ASHLEE did. They came to the new resort. Remember, there were 2 resorts now. Now we understand that there are 2 resorts. I talked about it the other day. Hold on, let me just get to it. Yes.
And that's good. I like that comment. You know what I mean? You said, let me see that comment. You says, my entire family will be coming. Thank God for the gangsters in my family. That's what I'm talking about. Your whole family supposed to be on point. And if you got family like that will literally come together and stay on code, then you're blessed. Because a lot nowadays, most of us don't have family like that. We don't have family where they literally come together and they'll come, you know, take care of business, real talk business. You know, if you got that kind of family, you're blessed. Because I mean, if anybody try you, cross that line, they're going to have to answer to your family. And them kinfolk that are no joke, that you know how they moving, they'll risk it all. Them kind of soldiers in the family. That's what I'm wondering where that at right now. You got Joe out there living good and ASHLEE dead. Where the family at? Where the cousins and nephews? Where those hot temper families at? Where they at? Nobody to be found, right? And the father's soft. When you look at the father, when you look at those interviews, that dude is kind of soft. You can look at him and know. That's why the mother left him for the white man. Because daddy is soft. You could see it on his countenance. The man don't seem like he have any backbone, nothing. His daughter, his baby is dead. And he ain't go pay Joe a visit. And you know Joe is a bigger guy than him, but that don't matter. That's your daughter. And you let this man get away with taking out your daughter? Man, I tell you, bro. I don't know what's going on in these days where these dudes literally is allowing their babies to get taken out and they ain't doing nothing about it.
She went to several wildlife lodge. That was the first resort that they went to. They were quarreling over there, and they hit the ground running at Zuri Resort fighting. She masked all of that. She didn't say anything. She had posted on Instagram.
She's lying. Do you hear this nonsense? Fumi is lying to you guys. She's making up stories based on what she heard the psychic woman medium say. Do you see this? That's misleading, guys.
And that was the last post that we saw. There was nothing actually from Zuri Lodge. All those pictures that you see was from the several wildlife lodge. And the several wildlife lodge came out to say...
That image is AI. Let me see if I can rewind that back. That image there is AI. Let me see.
Posted on Instagram, and that was the last posts that we saw.
Yeah, that image is AI. Because the camera person that's using the camera, that's not even natural. It's not even natural. Because the way the camera is moving, you would think that somebody is filming that right in front of the lion. But based on the focal length of that image, they're not in front of that lion. And I'm talking about if it was a real video, because it's not, it's AI. The focal length suggests that they're further away, about a good 15 feet away, holding a camera. But the camera's moving too steady. And the way it's looking, there's no bokeh effect that would capture blurriness in the background. So this is clearly AI. If it was shot with an DSLR camera, it would have a bokeh effect. It would be blur in the background. But for some reason, the foreground is in focus and the background is in focus. That's not real, guys. That's why I keep telling you it's AI. And I'm going to do videos where I'm going to examine all of the video footage and I'm going to break it all down for you guys. But this stuff is just animation. That's all it is.
There was nothing actually from Zuri Lodge. All those pictures that you see was from the several wildlife lodge. And the several wildlife lodge came out to say, we have no parts. Even though we have pictures of her, people think that she passed away from us. No, she didn't pass away from us. She passed away at Zuri Lodge.
Nothing she's saying makes any sense, and it have no value for this case. We're not here to focus on no Zuri Lodge or whatever. We are concerned with the hotel and what went down, and we're needing evidence that can show and pin Joe at the crime scene. Because all of the stories that was published, they're not adding up. And I think somebody said in the comments that the family is supposed to have emails, phone numbers, addresses, and all this other stuff. Yeah, they're supposed to. And here's the thing. If the body of Ashley was returned back to the United States, shouldn't they have her cell phone by now? Shouldn't the family have the cell phone? Guys, Ashley's cell phone has everything we need. The cell phone. Her cell phone have everything we need, guys. We need the cell phone data. The cell phone would have recordings. Even if Joe tried to delete something, it's still on that cell phone. That's the information that we need. So if the family is not applying pressure, guys, that means the family is a part of the crime. I've seen these crime stories many times, guys, and I know some of y'all are probably rooting for the family, but I'm here to tell you the family is guilty too. We already covered these things in other videos. Make sure you check out all the videos. The family is showing signs of being a part of what appears to be a blood sacrifice ritual. That's what it appears to be. Because a real father would be hunting down Joe. A real mother, you would see her crying on TV. I have not seen not one tear drop from their eyes. Also, what about funeral arrangements? Where's that? Funeral arrangements. There's no talks about these things. And all of these people that gave you updates in regards to the case, they just left the case alone now. That is done in their eyes. They don't even talk about it. They moved on to other topics. They forgot about Ashley. Ashley in their mind don't mean nothing no more. She dead. It is what it is. Case closed. Not over here at Ringo TV. We keep the pressure on. And that's why I'm literally exposing these frauds, these folks that like to lie to you. Fumi is a liar. I know a lot of you follow her, but she's a liar. And I don't trust her. I don't trust nothing she do. Nothing. Because she lied and claimed that Ashley's mother told Ashley that Joe was not a good man. That is a lie. Ashley's mother never said that. There's no documentation of that on social media nowhere. Ashley's mother never said that in an interview. She never published that. So Fumi is a liar.
Take a listen to her entire episode and let her know that you come from Fumi Nation and we have to keep the story alive.
Do you see that? Do you see that? She's telling you to go listen to the entire message from the psychic woman. And she told you to tell them that Fumi sent you. I told you. They're all working together, guys. They're working together to get the bag. That's what they're doing. She's misleading her audience. And she's sending you to a psychic medium, telling you to go watch her video. Why? Because when you go watch her video, you're helping the psychic woman to get paid. And all of them are getting hundreds of thousands of views. And they're not even giving you no information. But they're making that check. They're getting that big check from YouTube. But they're not giving you no truth. They're lying to you, deceiving you, misleading you with false information.
We need to see the autopsy report and we need to make sure that it aligns with how Ashley is presented to her family.
Notice you don't hear Fumi talking none of the things that I'm talking about in terms of the family is supposed to be applying pressure. The family is supposed to be pushing for this autopsy, getting all this information, and they're supposed to be hiring private investigators to investigate Joe. They need Joe's cell phone. They need that because here's the thing, fam. Watch this. Watch this because, again, nobody's doing this but Ringo TV. To Ashley's family, I don't trust you guys. I really don't. At the same time, let me give you some advice. You need Joe's cell phone. If Ashley and Joe was separated from their rooms, Joe had to make some phone calls to somebody. Those phone calls are crucial to the case. He could have called people that may have did Ashley harm. He may have contacted hotel staff, maybe somebody that works at the hotel to kind of create some sort of scenario to get him off. Because I don't believe that Joe was ever moved from the room. I know that's what they told you guys, but I don't believe that. These are not children. Imagine hotel staff coming to a grown man like Joe and telling him, hey, sir, you're going to have to come with us. We're going to put you in another room and we're going to put Ashley in another room. No, you're not going to tell a grown man he got to leave a room. That's not happening. I'm not going nowhere because that room going to cost extra money. So it's like, hold up, is that for free or do I got to pay that out of pocket? Like, which one is it? You're already at a luxury environment. So those rooms had to cost a pretty penny. So you're telling me I got to pay again or is this on the house? You see what I mean? So it doesn't make no sense. Hotels don't separate people. This ain't no kid situation of you telling little Johnny go to another room and you sending the other son to another room because they keep acting up. These are grown-ups. If there was a disturbance, some sort of domestic issue, where are the documents of law enforcement coming to the scene? Because again, if Ashley put hands on Joe, if Joe put hands on Ashley, there got to be a police report from the hotel. Why would they separate people if there was a disturbance that is domestic? They would have to call law enforcement. So this would imply that Joe have connections to the hotel. He knows somebody at the top. And for whatever reason, they were able to keep law enforcement out of it so that they could cover him, to protect him so that he don't get himself in trouble. That's exactly what had to go down, because none of this is making sense, guys. You know, none of it is making sense. And this woman, like I said, she's just promoting psychics. You understand? The father, he's not fighting for his daughter. He's not. He could have sold out Ashley. He could have got money from Joe to sacrifice his daughter. You know? Because why the family is not fighting for justice, guys. This is remind me of the Stephen Twitch Boss case. Let me see if I can pull this up. Give me a minute, guys. Let me see if I can do this real fast. I didn't plan on this, but let me see if I could do this. I don't know if it'll work, but let me go to GoFundMe. Let me go to GoFundMe and kind of check some things out. Let's see. And make sure you guys hit the like button. If you're new, be sure to hit the like button, guys. Let us know. You know what I'm saying? If you subscribe to the channel, what's good? Let's see. I want to find some info. See if this stuff is online. I don't know if it is. I probably got the wrong link, but it is what it is. Okay. Let me see. Because I got to do some videos about this stuff, but I don't know. I probably got the wrong spelling. Oh, you know what? Let me see. I could do it like this. I could do it like this. Okay, here we go. All right, yeah. Just what I wanted to see. Okay, let me put this on the screen. Let me take a picture of this, because I'm trying to show you guys how these scams work. Right? Let me see. Okay, they put no new updates. Or so they closed out the GoFundMe. Wow, let me get this. I'm going to use this for a video. Okay. And now let me go to Ashley's GoFundMe. Oh, it popped up right away. Yep. No updates from the family. Nothing. No updates. They just got away with $63,000. It's a lot of money. Okay. Let me take this off the screen and add this into the video. All righty. So how everybody doing out there? Everybody good? Everybody good? Okay. Let's put this up. Now, put some info on the screen. This is Stephen Twitch Boss family that published this particular GoFundMe. Notice they wanted $75K. They got over 48,000, right? And if I'm correct, I think they adjusted the goal, but they got 48,000, right? And up to now, they didn't do anything. We're going to have to do update videos in regards to that case. They posted an update on their GoFundMe page. This was March 12th. It says, hello, family, friends, and supporters. This is from Stephen Twitch Boss's family. It says, as we close out this GoFundMe campaign, There truly are no words big enough to express the gratitude in my heart. To everyone who supported, donated, shared our GoFundMe, or simply kept us in your thoughts and prayers, thank you. Your kindness and generosity has touched our family in many ways we will never forget. A little over a year ago, I felt compelled to speak out on behalf of Stephen. After much prayer and contemplation, our family decided to seek legal support in an effort to obtain the truth surrounding the events of Stephen's death and to hire an attorney to help establish a structured plan to maintain a relationship with my grandchildren. When we asked for help, those who love, honor, and support Stephen answered. Every donation, every message, and every shared served as a reminder that compassion and love still shine brightly in this world. Although my efforts to pursue grandparents' rights did not turn out as we had hoped, we continue to move forward with faith, strength, and determination. We are deeply humbled by the support of such an incredible community. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for standing with us and lifting us up when we needed it most. Your generosity means more than we could ever fully express. Please continue to keep my family and me in your prayers. Sincerely, Connie Boss, Exandra. So, basically, all the money that everybody donated was a waste. Because why? She was not fighting for Stephen Twitch Boss in terms of finding out what happened to Twitch. The Boss family, and we're going to do an update separate from this video about Stephen Twitch Boss case. The Boss family was not trying to find out what happened to Twitch. They were supposedly trying to use that money to get grandparents' rights because Aulis and Hawker don't want the family or the black side to have nothing. They didn't inherit no money from Twitch, and the grandparents, they don't have now access to the kids. As you can see by that update, it said it did not turn out the way they would like. So they don't even have access to the grandkids. Now, what wife of Stephen Twitch Boss would not allow the grandparents to see the kids? It's because she had something to do with Twitch's death. Do you understand me? And she took all his money too and sold the house. But we're going to talk about that in another video, right? Now, looking on to what's going on in today's day with the ASHLEE case, the ASHLEE family pretty much set up their GoFundMe. The goal originally was $50,000. You see that? The goal was $50,000, but it went to $63,000. Why they didn't shut it down? Because they want your money. You see that? Support the family of ASHLEE. Support them to do what? They didn't do no work. Y'all gave them $63,000. They never went to Zanzibar. They did not go to Africa, guys. Look, it says, many of you have reached out asking how you can support our family during this unimaginable time. And we are so grateful for the love and prayers. Our beloved daughter, ASHLEE, traveled to Zanzibar, Africa to celebrate her 31st birthday and got engaged during what should have been a joyful and memorable trip. Just days later, she was found unconscious in her villa at the Zuri Hotel and was rushed to a local hospital where her death was confirmed hours later. What was meant to be a dream became our family's worst nightmare. As we grieve, we are also navigating an ongoing investigation and the challenges of being thousands of miles away while trying to bring ASHLEE home with dignity and seek answers. This fund is in response to those asking how to help, and will support travel cost arrangements and unexpected expenses during this time. Thank you for standing with our family, Harry Robertson and Yolanda, Denise, and Andrus. So they never went to Africa, guys. They did not go to Africa, but they claim that the body of ASHLEE is back in the United States. So what did they use the money for? It don't cost $63,000 to get a body sent back. And also, if that body was sent back, where's her cell phone? Where's her purse? Where's her luggage? Where is all of her belongings? Because if that did not come with ASHLEE, we have a problem. Because that means somebody confiscated her personal belongings. And it could be Joe. So we need answers. You don't hear Fumi talking about that. Fumi is foaming at the mouth for money. And the psychic woman is foaming at the mouth for money too. None of these folks are giving you good people commentary and criticism about the case. Only on Ringo TV will you get these wonderful breakdowns. Let's go.
It's the only way that we're going to get to the truth. Do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll see you I'll see you sooner than later. All of my love.
Hi guys, my name is Anita Haircut.
Now notice, right after the video, you see Fumi with more promotion. More promotion, guys.
I am UK's first ever haircut.
You see this? Promotion for hair care, guys. Think about this. ASHLEE is dead. Fumi promotes shirts, psychics, and hair care products. Hair care salons. Off the death of ASHLEE. I didn't promote no shirt in this video. I didn't say go to my website and buy my hat. No. But when you look at what Fumi did, she want you guys to go get your hair done. And she put on the screen this so you guys can spend your money. Ain't that sad? That's sad, guys. We got to do better, man. You guys be rewarding creators that are capitalizing off the death of ASHLEE for personal gain. How much promotion is going to be in one video? It doesn't make no sense. So as we close from this particular live, I want you guys to be mindful of these two women. ASHLEE Jenae is gone, and these women made it worse. Why? Because you have a psychic reader medium spreading lies, disinformation, misinformation. You got Fumi, who is also a fraud, who is doing sorcery and witchcraft, selling goddess shirts so you can worship her because she's the image on the shirt. She's the image, guys. And she regurgitated a talking point from the psychic reader, lying to us, the viewers, by claiming that ASHLEE's mother told her that Joe was not a good man. That is a lie. Why would Fumi publish false information as truth? To clickbait the viewers so that they could come in to listen to a psychic. Why? Shouldn't you have a relationship with God? Why would you try to bring these women into idolatry, dealing with idols and witches and warlocks? Even the Bible says, suffer not a witch to live. The Bible teaches you not to deal with mediums and sorcerers. But this is what Fumi is into. And again, to all the black women, I need you to listen to me. Fumi is not your people. Just because she share melanated skin, don't think for a minute that she's a so-called black woman, because she's not. She's African, real African. You're not. And when you understand the difference, you will understand she don't care about ASHLEE. She cares about money. And she cares about you worshiping her and buying her clothing. That's what she cares about. She did more to promote the median than to bring justice to ASHLEE. She did more promotion for the psychic lady. She told all of you to go follow her, watch her videos, and to support her. She ain't do that. for ASHLEE. You know why? Because these two women are working together to milk the system. That's all it's about, gang. Milking the system and making as much money as possible. And ain't no telling how many more stories Fumi talk about in regards to other people that die and other people that are celebrities. And she just continually lie all day. And I know for some of y'all probably like, man, I didn't know she was doing that type of stuff. Yeah, look what she's doing, promoting hair care products and stuff. It's crazy. Over here, you don't got to worry about that, gang. Over here, we deal with the facts. We deal with the truth. We don't got time to gaslight. We don't have no time to do none of that goofy stuff. We tell you the truth. So in our pursuit for justice for ASHLEE Jenae, what we need is concrete evidence that Joe is out here committing crimes. We need cell phones. We need voice notes. We need answers. And if the family is not bringing these answers, guys, that means the family is involved. The family is involved, guys. I know some of y'all don't want to believe that, but I'm here to tell you, the family's involved, man. Because I don't see how a father has Joe's number and you don't just pick up the phone and call him. Call Joe. I mean, you could find his location with his cell phone. Why the father don't just go pay Joe a visit? Man to man. Your daughter dead and you ain't pay him a visit? You tripping, dog. You tripping. You got to get up on out there, man, and deal with this case, bro. The family is moving funny, guys. I'm more diligent than the family. Look at my work. Look at the videos that I publish. So far with this case, I've done an excellent job. And shout out to all the new subs, all of those that subscribe to the channel, that rock with my content. Appreciate all of you. I hope that you find my content to be very educational, interesting, entertaining, funny at times. But more importantly, I hope that it adds value to the topics that we're discussing. ASHLEE was murdered and there are no answers. You don't just celebrate your birthday, guys, and end up dead. And then to add insult to injury, they never gave us no autopsy from Africa. So how they determine that she took her own life? How? How are they just going to say that? How could they just conclude she took her own life? No, I don't believe that. Not a successful woman. A successful black woman is not taking her life, especially if she's celebrating her birthday. Y'all know how black women get down when they celebrate their birthday. They turn up. They turn up. They lit. But you want me to believe that she decided to end it on a door and decide to hang herself? Because, nah, I'm not believing that garbage. That's a lie. It's a lie, gang. So we're going to get up on out of here. We'll have more content later on in the day. If you follow these individuals, man, be careful. I'm telling you straight up and down. Watch my content. Pay attention to the signs, the red flags, because they're making this situation worse. ASHLEE is gone, and these women are making the situation worse. Why? Because they're spreading lies, and they're greedy. You know, they're clickbaiting. That's confusing the viewers. I don't want none of you being confused. When you come to my content, you come to my platform, I want y'all to get the real content, the real information, not a bunch of fluff and nonsense and psychic readings and weirdo stuff. We don't got time for that mess. That stuff is not helping nobody. So if you guys don't see in the coming weeks the family making any progress, if you don't see the family giving us autopsy results, if you don't see the family traveling to Africa to get the footage from the hotels, Listen, you should see the father and the mother in Africa at that hotel, boots on the ground. Y'all gave them $63,000, guys. Y'all got to apply pressure to that family. Stop all of this nonsense about they grieving. We have not seen not one video with tears coming down their eyes. Not one. So they're not grieving. You guys made them $63,000 and they didn't stand foot in Africa yet. Where's video footage of the father and the mother in Africa at the hotel? Crying, saying, this is where my baby was. This is where's the room where she was. You don't even see it. Why the family didn't go down to the embassy to get answers? Why are they not at the hotel questioning, looking for the camera footage? Why did they didn't hire an attorney to get the camera footage? I'm asking all the right questions, guys. If you don't see the family doing this, the family's involved too. Don't think for a minute that it's just Joe. We know Joe is guilty. We can all agree Joe is guilty. But don't forget about the family. They're guilty too. Look how they moving, y'all. Look how many days it been. Look how many weeks it been. The family is not moving. They're brushing this under the rug. They're accepting it. If the family is not doing nothing, that means that they accept that Ashley took her own life. A real family that don't believe that garbage would be fighting for her justice, but I don't see it. I don't see them fighting for her justice, guys. Yeah, the family don't love her. Like Joe didn't love her. Joe, and you know, let me tell you what's the sad part about this. Now, watch this. To the ladies, and I'm not trying to be insulting, so don't get pissed, because I know how women get down, right? A lot of you ladies that was following Ashley's page, and you was cheering her on for being with Joe. You got to be careful with that, because a lot of y'all was happy for her. You probably was talking crap about, oh, you know, these men nowadays, but look at Ashley. She found a good man, and now she turned up dead. Be careful who you praise. Again, if you have a preference for white men and that's your thing, I really don't care. Has nothing to do with me. All I'm saying is, don't go being out here degrading men, primarily black men, and putting other groups of men on a pedestal, because whether the man was white or black, it doesn't matter. An evil man is an evil man. And she could have got killed by a black man, but she got killed by the hands of a white man. At least that's my thoughts. Based on what I'm seeing, Joe is guilty. And he needs to be brought to justice. Because he's too quiet. And he know what they were arguing about in that room. Here's another thing to throw out. Could Joe... Now watch this, because nobody's talking about this. Could someone be setting Joe up? Could someone be setting Joe up? Again, I believe Joe did it. But we're just kind of throwing this out there to have the conversation. Could someone be setting Joe up, meaning that they knew Joe would be out there and they want to put him away? And they took out Ashley to pin it on him. Now, if that's the case, the footage from the hotel would show it. So the real question is, why the hotel, in all of this fiasco, in all of this mess, why the hotel haven't given us no video footage, guys? No video footage. Just yesterday, I believe it was the day before yesterday, you had some nonsense that went on with the president at the White House, some sort of dinner or whatever. I didn't even make a video about it because I don't care about that. I kind of looked at it and it just didn't interest me, you know? But they showed you video footage of a man running through. They got video footage to show you for that, right? Okay, so there's video footage for everything, fam. Where's the video footage of Ashley and Joe at the hotel? Where's the footage of him being moved to another room? Because they said the other room was about 10 minutes away. So that's a long walk, probably on the other side of the resort. Where's the footage of it? So we can prove that Joe was really moved. Where's the private investigators, guys? Where's the attorneys? Where's the legal counsel? Where's the autopsy? Do Ashley have all of her organs in her body, guys? We need facts. We need real information. We need internal investigations. We need medical professionals to verify that Ashley's body was not harmed or tampered with, that all her organs exist in her body. Because if organs are taken out, that means that it was a blood sacrifice ritual and they wanted to harvest her organs to put it on the black market for top people that want to spend top dollar. Guys, listen to me very carefully. There are millionaires and billionaires that need body parts. That's right. And sometimes, you know, you might be a match and people will try to take a person out just to get those parts. It could be a situation like that too. Young woman, 31, full of energy, perfect sacrifice. Perfect sacrifice, man. And I believe the family know too. I really believe the family knows, guys. I believe they know. And they don't want the public to believe that they're with Joe. But it's going to all come out in due time because we can see the red flags. We can see that they're up to something. But they can't hide for long. So, guys, we're going to get up on out of here. I appreciate everybody stopping by. You know? I mean, I solved the Kevin Samuels case. I solved the case. It's just that nobody supported my work. I provided the best research in regards to the Kevin Samuels death. Kevin was murdered. It was an inside job. The people that was connected to him on YouTube, they took him out. They took him out, gang. They set that man up with that woman, Otencia. She was at that house, at his apartment. That man was live streaming. We saw that woman walk in the video, and then Kevin turned up dead. Come on, she's the suspect. She was right there. No media coverage of that woman. Nobody interviewed her. Nobody went to her house. Nobody did nothing. That woman literally got away, and Kevin is dead. And everybody's acting like they don't see it. Come on now. It doesn't make no sense at all, man. No sense at all. And I wasn't even no fan of Kevin Samuels. I was one of his detractors and critics, you know? But at the same time, he didn't deserve to die. You know what I mean? He didn't deserve to die. There's a lot of things I disagreed with that man, but death? Nah. He said a lot of things I didn't agree with. But at the end of the day, man, they did him dirty. Dirty. But we're going to keep you posted. I might have to give more updates in regards to the Kevin Samuels case. I might have to bring all these cases back to life, man, because a lot of people forget about these things, and we can't forget about these things because every other week there's a new case. There's a lot of situations right now that's going down, new stories. And it's like, we got to solve these cases, man. There's so much information, like the Stephen Twitch Boss case should have been solved already. Alison Hawker should be in prison along with whoever else she may have hired to take him out at that hotel. They didn't give us no footage of the hotel where Stephen Twitch Boss was at. My investigation on the Stephen Twitch Boss case was the best investigative news reporting ever on YouTube. You go back and you watch all my Stephen Twitch Boss videos. It's the best videos on YouTube. I cracked the whole case, guys. I prove that Twitch was murdered. It was an inside job. And up to now, the family never investigated his death. Never did. They believe that Twitch took his life. That's crazy. That's madness, fam. If something happened to me, God forbid, and you see the news media saying I took my life, that's a lie. I'm telling you right now, it's a lie. Ringo TV would never do that. Timestamp this, screen record this, because I'm telling you, they love to place usins in a hotel room saying we offed ourselves. That's a lie. Total lie. So guys, I'm gonna get up on out of here. I appreciate everybody stopping by. And it is what it is. I'll catch you all on the next episode, guys. So rate, comment, and subscribe. Gonna get up on out of here, guys. Y'all take care. Peace and blessings. Y'all have a good day. Monday morning. Yeah. I know a lot of folk got to get to work and do what they got to do. I got a lot of work I got to do myself. But I'm going to get up on out of here, man. We'll catch you in the next one, guys. So peace and blessings. We out of here. Y'all take care. Peace. We out.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.